Fife Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel, Fife's premier wedding venue.
Kind of relay part of what I said to the guys was, you know, we're in a business of getting judged on wins and losses. You know, if we played the same way we played tonight but lost that game, we would have been judged very harshly on how the weekend went. But I told the guys, you know, results matter to us, they matter to me as a coach and as players. But the biggest thing is you need to compete. Last night I think it was obvious to everybody that we didn't compete and just weren't there. Tonight we listened to some hard truths before the hockey game, and you know, the game wasn't always going our way. That just shows how what a good hockey team that Belfast club is. And you know, we discussed our composure. We won a goal down, but in these tight games, we were a goal down after the first period last night and didn't play near as well. So sometimes it doesn't go your way, but all credit to him. You know what? A couple power play goals for the guys tonight. It was nice to see, and I think the fans and players alike both needed a win under their belts.
You say there was some hard truths at the start of the game. Did you need to kind of relay some of them at the end of the first period as well?
No. I mean, I thought we played okay in the first period. I mean, that's hockey, and you know, like, so when somebody looks at a period score, they'll be saying, "Oh well, you know, the Flyers played better, but we're down 2-1." I don't think that might not necessarily be the case. You know, look back at the tape, but it was our compete level there, and forwards coming back. You know, a lot of times I criticize our defense for, you know, letting us down, and that's taken on as a guy who plays the defensive position. But when we don't have the puck, we're playing defense. So when I talk about defense, I talk about in the offensive zone, in the neutral zone, and certainly on our own end. Now the defensemen get judged harshly as well, because them and the goaltender are the last line of defense. So everybody sees what they perceive as the last mistake of a play. But we're looking further up ice where these mistakes are actually happening. And tonight we really limited those mistakes and put enough pressure on those guys to force them to make mistakes tonight, and our guys certainly made it count.
You mentioned defence there as well. There's a couple of goals from the blue line tonight as well, so that's, you know, something else to add to their game.
Well, it's important, and you know, I mean, as far as regarding our power play, they're more involved and they're getting the puck through. But they were getting the puck in good position, so they could pick their spots where they were shooting it on net, rather than getting a puck where they had coverage right on them and forced to make a decision that might not be the right one. That's what pressure does to you. But I thought as a group, against the best group of forwards that we've seen so far, I thought they held their own very well and competed well all night.
It was quite a hard-fought game as well. Do you think that suited us in terms of, you know, Belfast weren't able to play the fast-flowing hockey they're used to?
Well, I think if you watched the first shift of the hockey game, Belfast tried to end the hockey game early. And if they might have scored in that first shift after what happened to us psychologically last night, that game might have had an outcome that was different than it turned out to be. But you know, we got through that. We sorted back. We pushed back a little bit. We scored the first goal, and you know, I was quite pleased with our answer back, and I certainly let the guys know that I can accept a loss at times when we're there and we're playing well. Things don't go our way. What I can't accept is when we just don't show up and really let ourselves down by not competing in a hockey game.
I think one player that stood out for me tonight was Carlo Fanucci. I think if there was a puck to be fought for tonight, he fought for that puck. Yeah,
and you know, like we've had some games this season where that's just the case, and Carlo's an important part of this club. He has been for many years, and we love the fact that he's on our ice hockey club. But when guys are after that secondary puck, when they lose the puck and want to get it back, and not satisfied just sitting back and let teams come at you in waves, that's where we're way better. And you saw all our forwards, A, going after pucks, and B, coming back through the middle tonight, which allowed our D to stand up. And, you know, Adam had a significantly less busy night than he had last night.
Maybe one worry from tonight is there was a call on Danik for slew footing, and there was a call for Emmerdale on checking from behind. So maybe a worry for you going forward into this week for next weekend?
No, I mean, I think that what we have to do is recognize that these plays are going to be reviewed, or you know, whatever the case may be. But the fact of the matter is that it's part of the game. It looks like they're going to have some things that are reviewed as well. So I know I've got really caught up in it in the past, and it's really kind of taken away my focus of the things that are important. Things are going to happen in the game, good and bad. We just have to kind of roll with the punches and make sure that we stick together as a group and stand by each other when anything happens.
Next weekend we go over to Glasgow. What's your expectations for that for next weekend?
Well, they're playing significantly better hockey than the last time we saw them, and they pulled a win out of this building. Them going home after a month on the road is going to be they're going to be chomping at the bit to get back into that building and play in a place that's always traditionally difficult to play, and they're riding a wave of confidence of 4 games or whatever it is in a row. So we gave ourselves a chance to stay in the competition by winning tonight. I think everybody was well aware of the significance of this weekend. It's important that we go into next weekend and pull at least a win, if not 2, because points are matter, because it's who you draw. And you know, we've certainly not kept it a secret that we wish to have a significantly better showing than we had last year in the Challenge Cup.
Yeah, you mentioned that there. I think it's probably fair to say we've underperformed in the Challenge Cup for the last few times. So again, must be good to get the win tonight on the back of that as well. Which
is strange, and you look at it, whether it's the way the fixtures fall or whatever, because last year we got an incredible start in the league, but it was interspersed with Challenge Cup games, and the same teams were playing different competition, and we just didn't get the results. So this year, as I said, if we play that way, we're going to be fine most weekends, and that's the team that I want to see out there competing every weekend.